Hello friends, frequency separation is time consuming, and in terms of rush we have to look for the alternative which is going to be faster, which is skin finer, and it's going to give us the same result. I bet you it's going to give us the same result. So we are going to be doing it in Photoshop. This is Twisted Creative. Alaribiman is my name. If it's your first time on this channel, please do me a favor. Do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Not just hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Without wasting much time, let's get into it. This is the model we are going to be using. Before we start, we are going to use our Ctrl J to duplicate the image. So have extra copy of this. Let's rename this as main image. Before you do anything, you have to make sure the blemishes is removed. Then we have to select the main image, then go straight to filter, then photo toolbox, then skin finer. So let's zoom in a bit. Let's zoom in. Basically, trying to do frequency separation, we all know that it's smoothing and still having the details there. That's what we actually want. So we need to smoothen this image and at the same time have the details on the image. So that's the essence. So if you take a look at this image now, it has been smoothened because it has a default level of smoothing. Immediately you open it will be smoothened in a way. If you hold your space bar down, you notice that we have the image raw. Then if you release it, we're going to see the effect on it. We are going to be looking within this smoothing area. Let's take a look at the navigator preview here. If you open your image and you are not seeing it here, and you are not seeing the skin completely here, you are not seeing the skin completely here, that means it's not going to work. So we have to make sure the image is being seen here. So if you are not seeing your image here, for instance, let's take this box out of the original color. So as you can see, as I'm taking this box out of the original color, look at what's happening here. The image has disappeared from there. And if you take a look at these two images, they are the same thing because we are no longer seeing the image inside this box. So if you are not seeing the image like this, or you are seeing it but it's not properly selected, the skin area is not properly selected, or it's not completely selected, this is how you go about selecting it. You go to this plus, go to the, see this three eyedropper here, the middle one has plus with it, so you have to click on it and hover around the image. Like as you can see, as I'm going around the image, you notice that the image is getting the color of the image getting selected and deselected at the same time. So what we are going to be doing now is like going to click on those areas we want skin finer to work on. Let's tell skin finer that this is the area you have to smoothen. So we have to click on this highlight. Let's click on this spot here, which is the highlight. If we take it away from there, we'll notice that we have the highlight selected. So let's go to the mid-tone area. You can click on this. Then if you check, you notice that some part of the mid-tones has been selected also. Let's go to more of the mid-tone. You can click as much as you can. Like as you can see, the more we click, the more it's going to add the colors to it. So we're going to click on this area, then click on this shining highlight here, then this little bit dark area, you can just add it. So if you take a look now, let's add all these areas. And if you take a look at this image now, you notice that the image has been selected properly because now you can visibly see the complete skin selection here. If you go to the image like this, you'll see that the image has become smooth in a way, but that is not where we want it to be. Now we have to start smoothing this image by go to this amount, bring it down, go to define, bring it down. Now the image looks similar, but it's not going to be exactly the same because there are still other adjustments here. Now we are going to be taking this amount. Let's take this amount to the ending and see what's happened here. So what is frequency separation? What is the details, the detail layer on frequency separation? Then let's take it down, back. So if you take this fine up, you notice that nothing happened. The reason why nothing happened, this layer amount is a kind of texture layer on top of the color layer. The reason why you are not seeing any change, why this amount is brought to 0, is that it's just like our texture layer or our detail layer on top the color layer, and it's at 100% opacity. so you cannot see anything that is underneath until you move it up forward, before you are going to be seeing that this smoothing, which is the color, has been pulled up. Is that taken? Okay, is that understood? Okay, the more you pull this stuff up, the more you add blur to the colors underneath. And just in a way trying to let you know that this is still frequency separation, but in a more simplified way. When this amount is at 0, nothing shows up. Then once you start pulling it up, that means you start seeing the transparency of the texture layer, which is going to be resting on that color layer, which is going to be this underneath, which is fine here. So you have to pull this fine up also. If you pull it up, you notice that we're having the background image being blurred. The more you move it forward, and that means the more you blur it, is going to be killing the texture of the upper layer, which is the amount here. So we have to pull it up to an extent whereby we notice that the smoothness is okay. But in this case, if you want it to look like frequency separation, you know, when you are choosing your blur radius for your color layer, you have to take a very low blur radius. So when you are choosing your blur radius on frequency separation, you have to take a very low blur radius so as to get your image smoothened very well. Then as for the texture, we can pull the texture up. And like 90% or 100% should be okay. Let's pull it okay. I'm calling it texture, don't mind me. For the amount, let's pull it. You can pull it to 100%, between 90 and 100, depending on how you want or how, some of these images are very sharp and some are a kind of not too sharp. So if you want it as high as this, you can take it to 100%, but if you don't want it as high as that, you can take it to 90% and you should be okay. Then take a look at the image. Let's zoom in and see what we have on the forehead. On your frequency separation, when you start scrubbing with your missile brush and you have your texture layer on, this is what you actually see. So what are we looking for when we have frequency separation simplified here? The most interesting thing about this skin finer is that you can take these settings now and paste it on another image within seconds, I tell you. But you can't do frequency separation like that. So that is why frequency separation is better done on this skin finer. So let's go. So this is what you are seeing. Isn't that amazing? But if you don't want the texture this way, you can bring your amount down. The more you bring it down, the more it's going to be smoothened, and the less sharpness and the less shine is going to have. So if you pull it up, like I said, 90 to 100, between 90 and 100, you should be okay to go. This is what we have. Then take a look at the other part of the face, and if you look at this before, look at this after, you notice that a great job has been done here. Then I think it's okay. You can check on this medium. This medium now is that you are going to check these settings, everything you've applied to this. You can reduce it, you can increase it. This is it. You can increase it to an extent that is going to match your liking. So I think when it's going to be something like within 70 or thereabout, 70 should be okay, 70 or 71 should be okay, then we think we are good to go. Then if you take a look at the image, the body part has been done for you also. Then we have to click OK. For this. So this is the skin finer, this is the retouching. Let's zoom in and see properly. Take a look. Isn't this amazing? I don't think this is different from frequency separation. I've been doing frequency separation for long, but I see, if you notice any difference, tell me in the comment section. So let me just take a look at it again. Let's take a look at it again. Let's see the before and after. Let's zoom in and hold our Alt down to click on this eye icon here. So this is before, and this is after. This is before and this is after. If you take a look on this thing, notice that we have a kind of sharpness added to this. Even we are going to be using my free action. We're going to go to twist eyes and teeth whitening. So click on it and you get the eyes and teeth whitening here. Then select your brush tool. Make sure your foreground color is white and your background color is black. You have to make sure you are on soft round brush. That means your hardness have to be at 0. Go ahead, reduce your brush size, go to the supposed white part of the eyes and wipe like so. Then go to the other side and you see it and do the same thing. Then go to this part and do the same thing. And mind you don't have to do this part because this part is reddish in nature. Then we have to clean up this area. So we are done with the eyes and teeth whitening. If you have the teeth of your image open, you can use the same action to whiten it. You can add shine to make it more interesting. You can add shine by going to the adjustment layer here, then choose curves. Then I'm going to pull this up, then go double click here, close this, then double click here to bring out the layer style boss. Then this dark pointer slider of the underlying layer, have to push it forward to see that the highlight is selected, and you can stop there, hold your alt and click on the angle to split it apart, then increase the space in between for blending the transition. Then you can hit OK and select the layer mask. Use your Ctrl I to invert the layer mask. Then select your brush tool, make sure your foreground color is white and background color is black, and you are using soft round brush. Then you can just go in there and click on those shiny areas like so. So like for the forehead, we don't have it there, we don't have on the nose that much, so we have to create some separately for the nose and this part. So let's go to the adjustment layer again and do curves and pull it up. We have to make sure the nose is shiny and double click here to bring out layer style box. Then drag this dark slider pointer of the underlying layer forward to select the nose top like so. I think it's okay. Then hold your alt to split the angle apart and drag forward to create more transition, smoother transition. Then hit OK. Select the layer mask. Use your Ctrl I to invert and zoom in, and you can paint on the nose top to make it appear more interesting. So you see, now we have to do the same thing to this spot. And I think it may be too much on this spot. Then for the forehead, we have to do something on the forehead also. Let's go to the adjustment layer and choose curves, then pull the brightness up and make sure the forehead is shiny, and double click here to bring out the layer style boss and drag the dark slider pointer of the underlying layer until you see the forehead selected like so. Then hold your alt to split the angle apart and drag to create smoother transition. Then hit OK. Select the layer mask. Use your Ctrl I to invert the layer mask. Then you can go in there and paint on the forehead the way you want it. I think this should be okay. You can add dodge and burn to give your image more standards. You can go to that adjustment layer again and choose curves. Let's go to this and pull it down like so. It's okay. Then go to the layer mask. You can close here, go to the layer mask, then use your Ctrl I to invert. Then pick your brush tool, then reduce the opacity to 15 is okay. Then flow 15 is okay also. Then you can reduce your brush and you can paint in those areas like dark, those areas that are dark. That is to make the image, to give the image more dimension. So we are going to go under this stuff and make this stuff stand out under this part. Then we have to go under this part, make it dark, kind of. Then we're going to go to this part, this dark area. We are doing the bond, which is the dark areas. Then you can add to this part, add to this part. Then for the forehead, you can add to the top side like so, because it's not the most brilliant area. Then you can reduce the brush and add to this part also. Then you can add to this part. We are okay with the bump. You can go to the adjustment layer again, click on the adjustment layer and choose curves for the second time and pull it up. This time around we are going to be using this for dodging. Then we'll have to close this and select this, select the layer mask, use our control I to invert the layer mask. With our brush selected, opacity 15, flow 15, then we can increase or reduce the brush size. Then we dodge these areas. So we can dodge this area also. I think we should dodge this area. Let's rename this to be dodge. Then this other guy is born. Then this other guy is forehead. Let's say forehead shine. Forehead shine. Then this is nose shine. Okay, let's rename this as shine. So we have all this renamed. Let's go to the forehead shine. So this forehead shine is too much. We have to select it and reduce the opacity to, I think is okay this way. Let's see the before and after. This is before and this is after. I have to make it subtle. Let's reduce it, click on it and reduce the opacity and it's good to go. Then this cheek shine, they have to reduce the opacity. So let's see the general before and after. Let's hold our alt down and click on this eye icon here to see the before and the after. This is the before and this is the after. This is the before and this is the after. Isn't that amazing? So I believe that is it for today. If you find it interesting, helpful and useful, let us know in the comment section telling us the area it has helped, the area it has not, and you'll still tell us if you're going to be using skin finer instead of the frequency separation all the time. But we can still do frequency separation, but you are going to tell us if you are going to be using skin finer or not. Tell us in the comment section. If there's any way this video has helped, don't forget to like and share. Like I said earlier, if you are new on this channel, please do me a favor. Do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Not just hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that I don't miss any of the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. Creative people keep on creating. See you in the next one. Bye for now.